right? So price really bounced off that area and then push and close right pretty much above the 50 exponential moving average. Right now, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, guys. Well, this is your boy Francis. Welcome to the Trading Success Show. If this is your first time, you are welcome to this channel. Well, what we're gonna be doing here today is going to be the weekend popular chart demand, and with this I will lay out my expectation for these stocks come next week. And of course, on Monday the market is closed in celebration of the Columbus Day. So anyways, it is one of the 11 federal holidays, and all non-essential government offices will be closed, including, of course, our market, right? So there will be no attendees on Monday because it's a federal holiday. Okay. With that being said, guys, let us get into the market. What I'll be expecting the market to do come this week. Okay. Now, this is SPY. This is a Spider S&P 500 ETF, right? Last week I talked about the market for the possibility of the market to bounce off this area, and we did bounce off this area as well, right? We tried to revisit this 425, and guess what? Price bounced right off that level. This area is an area of demand, in my opinion. Anything below 430 is the demand zone into 425. So right now we got true resistance, okay, and then boom, we just push right into the downtrend resistance, only to be supported by our 20 and 50 exponential moving average, right? So right now I'll be looking for price to hold this level. If price doesn't hold this level, then we'll be looking for another visit of 435. Why? Because there is a gap here, right? So this 435, there will be at some point, say, a gap fill. So but if price hold this 20 and 50, if price reclaim it, I'll be looking for right above $440 on the market. Okay, but overall I'm expecting bullishness come next week, with all the debt ceiling and all that being, voted on and approved and all that stuff. So I'll be expecting the market to gain, momentum come next week. We have a lot of room to really run in the market. Now, the first stock I will be talking about is AAL, American Airline, right? So this is not a recommendation to buy or to sell any stock or equity. This is just for entertainment purposes only. Now that we got that out of the way, guys, it is very good to say that, right? Is AAL. Alright. Last week wasn't really pretty for AAL. I was expecting price to push through $22, but we got rejected. Why we got rejected is because if you look at it, every time we really get to that point, we pull back. Right here we tried to hold as a support, we couldn't hold, and price pushed lower, right? We tried again and it couldn't hold, price pulled lower, tried again, lower, tried again, lower. So for now I'll be expecting this area to really hold as a support, which is the $20 spot, and then we can reclaim the 2050 on AAL. Apple, this one right now is really doing my head in. I'm looking for 20 exponential moving average reclaim. If we can reclaim the 145, I think we'll be able to push into 147 or even 150 in the name. Okay, so keep an eye on Apple. I think MACD right now is coiling up. Baidu, BIDU. This one I talked about last week for the possibility of price to really bounce off this area, because it is technically an inverse head and shoulder, right? So price really bounce off that area and then push and close right pretty much above the 50 exponential moving average. Right now we're somehow extended. I would be expecting price to either push into the 160, reject and pull back, or price pull back to the 155 and then bounce right off. So keep an eye on Baidu. Blink charging as well. Right now, last week I talked about price will try to double bottom bounce, and then this is what we have, a double bottom bounce. So for now, I'll be looking for price to try to reclaim the 28 and then back into the 29. If this area doesn't hold, I'll be expecting shakeout longs on the name. Just fake out some longs and then price start pushing higher. BT, this one really did good last week for me. Okay, I don't know if you guys traded it, but it did good for me. We got into the 200, took profit, and guess what? Price pulled back. This is a resistance, right? So right now, what I'll be looking for on this name is for price to hold this $11. $11 is now my support. If price really pull below $11, I will be looking at $10 as a stop loss. But overall, I'm expecting momentum in the name. Abivi, ABBV, right? This one right now, we did push higher. Okay, we bounced, we reclaimed the 200, bounced right off it. Okay, and only to reject the 50 exponential moving average. I will say keep an eye on this area if we can support this 110, 111 spot. AFRM Holdings, this one has been pushing and pushing. Right now we're flagging like there is no tomorrow, so keep an eye on it. I think we'll continue to push higher, but I'll be expecting a pullback into the 140 area or even 135, so keep an eye on that name. AMC. Well, I guess with the theaters and all that coming up, I'll be looking for a reclaim of this 20 and 50 exponential moving average. So keep an eye on this spot. Right now, our immediate support is this trend, guys. Okay. It is okay to talk about AMC, but you also want to talk about GME, right? So GME is GameStop. Okay. Right now we have a pretty defined support right now, which is this, our uptrend as a support. I'll be expecting price to reclaim the 180 spot, so keep an eye on the 180, 182 area for price to really push into. AMD, Advanced Micro Devices. Right now this really looks good, and I'm expecting this downtrend to break and then we continue higher. This is what you buy and hold in your long-term portfolio. It's not a recommendation, guys, but overall we have support right below us, which is a good thing. Okay. Now Amazon, with Amazon did a really nasty pullback, right? Back. Now we have a 3 defined level of support. Okay, so this is a support, all right, and then we bounce into the 200 moving average. I will be expecting Amazon to really hold this 200 moving average area well, so keep an eye on that. Boeing, okay, if you're traveling anywhere, I guess most of them is Boeing, and Airbus, of course, right? But Boeing, to me, they are not going out of business. All right, they will still be there doing their thing and manufacturing what they gotta manufacture. Right now, we are working the 200 moving average spot. So keep an eye on this. I will be looking for call options on Boeing. I'll be looking for the 225 or even the 230, but the 230 has to be way out like 1 year, okay? But overall, the 225 is also ideal to hold on Boeing. This is also an area of long position in anticipation of your break. But large cap stocks, you want to be able to get that confirmation before you get into the trade. Alright, penny stocks, low price, low float stocks, you don't need confirmation, because by the time the confirmation happens, it is already extended, right? Baba did good last week, and I'm expecting more into the 170 zone. 167, 170 zone, that's what I'm expecting. Right now, our support will come in at 160. So keep an eye on that level. Baidu as well. This is inverse head and shoulder pop bounce. So keep an eye on those. BLNK. This is double bottom as well, so keep an eye on that one. I'm expecting some momentum into the name. BTBT, I'm looking for these 12.75 break, $13, and more will come. Right now, CAT, this is a double bottom bounce. Look for 195, 200 on that name. CLOV, right now we did pop on Friday. I'll be looking for more to the upside into the $8, $8.25, or even $9 on the name. CROM, this is Salesforce, right? Right now we have our defined channel. Right now this will act as our resistance, and guess what? This will act as our support. So right now we are pretty much in the middle of this channel, meaning I won't be doing anything on this particular name. I will keep watching it just to see if we can break 276 spot on the name. DICE, this one right now, 26 is going to be our support. If 26 holds, I'll be expecting a retest of the $30. CROX, right now I will be expecting this 130 to hold as a support, so keep an eye on that level. Goldman Sachs, this one right here, this is also, we're looking for a downtrend break, so keep an eye on it. As SLF begins to push, I'll be expecting the banks and all that to continue to push. Let us take a look at SLF real quick. Right now you see trend resistance, so I'll be expecting just a little tad pullback on the financial, and then we'll continue to break out on that. Guys, if I don't put or review all the chat, I will post them on my stock tweet and on Twitter, so keep an eye out for those stocks. Plug, right now for Plug, I think we have our downtrend right now, which will act as a resistance, so look for some form of a pullback there as soon as we visit 28. But overall, we break 28, I think we'll continue to push higher into the 30s. Netflix as well, right now we have this channel, and we rejected the 650 area only to pull back into 630. So I'll be looking for price to really bounce off this little flag there. MUR as well, this is the energy side of things. We are in a channel. Okay, energy itself is extended. Okay, this is extended. This is Murphy oil. We are really extended, so I'll be looking for a momentum push into 30 and then back down. Let's take a look at the ETF SLE. The same thing is happening right now. Let's go ahead and take a look at Exxon as well. Right now Exxon is in a supply zone. Okay, so keep an eye on this spot to see if we can break through this supply zone. If this supply will become a demand zone. Okay, so keep an eye on that level as well. SLB Schlumberger as well. Right now 32 is acting as resistance. Tesla is flagging. Oh boy, I think we can get past this 803. I think we'll be alright, but overall we need this 800 break and hold, then it will be a confirmation. Okay, so keep an eye on Tesla. PDD, this is the sign I'm looking at right now. Okay, this is a W, so keep an eye on that sign. We're also talking about Microsoft as well. Microsoft really looks good to continue pushing higher. We've already reclaimed the 20 and 50 exponential moving average. Moderna as well. This one right now, this area is going to be our support. Like I said last week, 300 is going to be the support. So keep an eye on it as we continue to make a decision if to continue pushing higher or lower. OSTK as well right now, 200 is our support. This is a done deal. This is a really good deal as our W really held up and then pull back, retest this area. Now we're gonna continue to push on the name. SDC, this is also another W as well, so I'll be looking for 4 break into $9, right? Palantir as well, look for this area to really hold and then we continue to push higher in that name. Nvidia as well, this one is also good. Right now we're in a resistance zone. Okay, if this 20 and 50 can hold, I think we can brush through 215 easily. JP Morgan as well, right now we're flagging to move higher. Devon as well, Devon Energy, this one as well, keep an eye on this one. $40 is your spot to keep an eye on just in case something really work out. DPZ, this one they have earnings this coming week, so keep an eye on this one. I said last week that this area is going to be a support for 70, so keep an eye on it as we continue to momentum ourselves into the $500 spot. Mara as well, Bitcoin and all those deal. Riot, keep an eye on this one as we continue to, this 38 will act as a support and then we continue to push higher. Walmart as well, we did pull lower. I said this area will act as a somewhat of a triple bottom, so keep an eye on it. Right now we're working the 200 moving average as price continue to prove me right, but overall I'll be looking for a rejection here down to the 138. But if the market does good, I'll be expecting price to push into the 140, 142 area. SI as well, keep an eye on this one. We're flagging on the name. UAA, Under Armour, this is going to act as a support, guys, so keep an eye on that. Also TTWO, I talked about it last week, okay, that I'm looking for more momentum into the name as we're about to break what, this downtrend. We broke the downtrend and never looked back into almost the 200 moving average. So for now I'll be looking for some form of a pullback into 170 and then we'll continue pushing higher as we are extended in the name. Right, this one didn't do me good. I lost some money in the option side on this. I was picking some up, but I added more to my $5 sell put options, which is a bullish call as well. Roku, this one right now, I'll be looking for 340.42 in the coming weeks to come. Peloton, PTON, look for double bottom bounce into the 91 spot. Guys, that is it. The remaining ones, I will post them up on my Twitter and StockTweet account. If you've enjoyed this session, guys, go ahead, click on that like button, turn on the notification, subscribe if you feel like it. But overall, I'll be bringing you more content on a weekend basis as well, and sometimes during the week if I see something that is working in terms of low float, low price stocks. Guys, thank you for being here. Thank you for your time. Have a fantastic weekend. Enjoy your holiday, and peace, guys. Bye bye.